This is a brief video that's intended to be motivational for people who struggle with low mood and depression, in particular who struggle to get exercise done. And little tricks and tips that have helped me over the years. I still sometimes fail to get any exercise done when I'm feeling low in mood, so I don't want to give the impression that I have found the magic permanent cure. I see life as something that you have to work on every day. What challenges have I got today, and work on those challenges and then start again tomorrow. So there's no permanent fix or cure, unfortunately. However, if you develop positive patterns and if you use positive ways of thinking, they can become habits in themselves and just tip the balance more in your favour of being able to sustain a lifestyle where you do regular exercise, because there's such strong data that it is just very, very important for your mental health if you struggle with depression or low mood. So one thing that can paralyze us and stop us from going to the gym or doing exercise, I'll just use the example of the gym, but obviously you can do exercise in loads of different ways. One thing that can stop a depressed person is their opinion of themselves and judging themselves and blaming themselves and hating on themselves, all right? So weirdly, it's like a catch-22 that if you see yourself as someone who is lazy and you're just bad at moving because you're lazy, and it's like if you view it as a static sort of personality trait rather than a behavioral habit that you've gotten into, if you think it's something about you that's lazy and makes you bad, you're going to feel like shit and you're not going to do any exercise, all right? So if if you are having those thoughts, right, a way to work with those thoughts is to acknowledge what about those thoughts are normal. All right, so you're not a freak, you're not a weirdo, you're not broken, because I'll tell you what, when we were cave people, right, we didn't have to mentally talk ourselves into doing some exercise. We got enough exercise because we had to survive, right? Right now, we don't have many immediate threats to us that, I don't know about you, I can't remember the last time I had to run away from danger, literally run away from physical immediate danger, right? So we don't have what cave people had, which was a lot of danger to run away from. So we are very comfortable in certainly the Western world these days, and so there's nothing different between, we're not lazier than cave people. There's not something wrong and broken about our brain that we don't have that cave people had. It's just that there's no urgency, that the urgency isn't there anymore. We can go to the shop and buy a packet of biscuits. A cave person had the urgency of, if I don't go and hunt and forage, I will die of starvation. So don't blame yourself and judge yourself that there's something bad and lazy and defective about you because you find it hard. Sometimes it feels lighter to realise it's not a natural way we're wired. In fact, we actually, in order to get ourselves to go to the gym, we do have to override natural instincts in a way, because if we have plenty of food and we are safe and there is no immediate danger in our environment, our wiring will probably make us more it will probably push us more to choose to conserve energy, right? Because when we were cave people, we had to conserve energy. If there was no immediate danger to run away from and we had plenty of food, it would be a bit silly to go hunting if we had more food than we could eat because we just killed a big deer, so in survival terms it wouldn't have made sense. So don't get too sucked into the mental world of judging yourself as lazy, or there's something wrong with you, you'll never be an exercise person because you're lazy. The way that our modern environments are structured, we have to actually override our instinct to conserve energy in order to go to the gym. We have to consciously decide to do exercise usually, whereas cave people didn't decide, they just tried to survive, and in the process got a lot of exercise. So I hope that that was one shift in thinking that helped you. If this is helpful, please like, because it's kind of feedback for me. If you found this helpful and maybe it got you to get up and go to the gym one day, which is awesome. I'd love for that to have, for this video to have that sort of outcome for someone. Let me know by commenting or give a like if people have been helped by this offering of shifting your thinking in a more kind, positive, productive way. I'll post more videos relating to, I want to make some videos, if they're helpful to people, on other thinking distortions when we are depressed, and also other tips and tricks of how to overcome anxiety if anxiety is a barrier to you getting exercise. So I hope this has been helpful to someone, and thank you very much for listening if you've watched it this far. Take care and do your best. That's all we've got.